What's up, guys? What a fucking day. What a day. Wowee. Saturday the 9th of December 2023, and we have indeed almost finished moving this entire apartment to the new house. What a day. I honestly don't think I've ever had a more productive Saturday in my entire life. It began at 8 in the morning and it's 8:04 in the PM. It's been 12 hours. 12 hours of pretty much go. Packing up everything from this place. We did about 4 loads, four full trailer loads over to the new place, and yeah, it's pretty much done, you know. So I'm just sitting here. I've been dropped back to pick up my motorbike, which I'm going to take over to the new place. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to take this opportunity to create another piece of content for the channel, because it's in these moments, you know. I don't create a video every single day, especially around quitting alcohol. But when you have a milestone like we have today, moving house, moving out of this apartment, the girls have their own room. You should have seen them, man. You should have seen them. So excited, running around the place. They've got their own room. I've had a shower in our ensuite. The girls have their own bathroom. They've just had a bubble bath in it. It's absolutely fucking amazing. And none of this shit was ever going to be possible without putting a plan in place, right? You know, what a mission to not only secure the rental, but also today to have, you know, pretty much packed up and moved and unpacked an entire apartment's worth of fucking furniture, worth of food, worth of kitchen utensils, worth of clothes, beds, everything. It's all gone. It's absolutely bare. Kind of sad. I haven't shed a tear. I must admit, I have not shed one tear today. I thought it might come at some point, but you know, we woke up with a mission, knew what we had to do, and we've basically just been executing the entire day. So, I mean, end of an era, guys. So I'm sober as a judge at the moment, sober from alcohol, sober from weed, and fit, physically fit, mentally confident, capable. I am coming into my own. I am really enjoying life at the moment. Today was a mission. I had the best mood. I was go until about 6 o'clock, and then I started dying and I fucking hit a wall. And I knew we still had a load to go, and you know, I really had to fight there. I had to fight through. It's in those moments that I think very briefly about having an alcoholic drink. It's in those moments because, you know, I half tell myself that I deserve it, and I half basically say, look, man, for you to continue doing what you're doing with you know, the utmost optimism and joy, an alcoholic beverage might help with that. Those are some thoughts that came through at about 6 o'clock, and I must admit, having almost finished, I mean, the job's pretty much done, and those thoughts have come back. You know, it's always going to be a conscious choice whether I have a drink or not, and I'm certainly never going to have a drink alone again in my entire life. I'm never going to have a drink when it's not worth it, and it's going to be up to me to decide if it is worth it or not. And I mean, most people without a problem, and even people with a problem, you know, most people would absolutely celebrate something like this, a milestone like this, a massive day like this, with a drink. I mean, it's a given, right? I would say probably, I'm going to say, actually I don't really know this for a fact, but depending on the country you're in, I would say that a good 70 to 80% of adults would finish a day like today with some level of alcoholic intake. And I'm going back and forth whether I'm going to or not. But either way, I had to check in. I wanted to check in. I'll check in tomorrow as well. I've got a shift on the phones from 10 till 2. Wasn't able to come up with a night shift this weekend, which, I mean, hey, if they asked me to do it now, I probably still would. I've got everything set up over at the other house. I've got my own fucking office / spare bedroom, which is amazing. I mean, we have just been cramped up in this apartment for way too long. And I was doing absolutely nothing to assist in, well, I was always providing in some respect, because this apartment was mine, right? And they didn't have to deal with a real estate agent. I was the landlord, and it was all good. But as far as leveling up, as far as moving out of this apartment and into something more suitable, especially for the girls, I wasn't doing anything. I wasn't being proactive whatsoever. And it's this particular time when I got sober, came back to Alice Springs, it's this time that I said, nah, I'm not gonna run away. I'm not gonna give up. I have to turn things around. I have to change my attitude. And look what's happened. You know, where are we? Day 50, 51, 52, 52 days sober. And look what we've been able to achieve. You know, none of this would have happened if I was sober. Not only would I have less money, I'd have less motivation. I'd be negative. I'd be always looking for my next drink. I wouldn't be able to be present with my kids. I'd be physically fucked, mentally fucked. Yes, I might be going to my job, but I certainly wouldn't be as sharp or as confident in my ability as I am right now. And the list goes on and on and on. Guys, I'm happy. I'm actually genuinely happy. And in those first few videos that you've seen on this channel, even back at the start of this year, like, we're coming to the end of the year. I began this channel literally almost 12 months ago. It's been a year-long journey to get to this point. And I've tried and tried and tried. And I've relapsed and relapsed and relapsed. Because for the majority of us, that is part of our journey. That's the journey of someone who is addicted to alcohol, trying to get off of it. It's never going to be easy. You're going to try certain things. You're going to try certain geographical changes, quite possibly. Certain changes of employment, changes of relationship, changes of diet, changes of friend groups, but really the only change that's ever going to affect whether you drink or not is yourself. It's what's in here. Because you're always going to be presented with a choice. It doesn't matter where you live in the world. It doesn't matter what friend group you have. It doesn't matter where you work. The advertising's going to be there. The alcohol's going to be there in abundance. And it's going to be up to you to work your way, navigate your way through the days, through the weeks, through the months, through the situations that inevitably will come where you are presented with an opportunity or a thought, at the very least, to drink, to have a drink. And I mean, no one can make those choices for you. That's the thing. That's the thing that I became completely aware of a while back. No one can make those choices for you. Now, I don't know if I was in a stage of self-pity or what, but there were times where I thought that I couldn't help it. There were times where I thought that it doesn't matter how positive and how much work I put in throughout a single day, around staying sober. Once it got to the end of the day, I just couldn't say no. I couldn't. And that's what I believed. But after saying no for a day, then 2 days, then 3 days, then a week, then 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, then 4 weeks, you start to actually believe in yourself, and you actually start to break some of those myths around alcoholism and around why you're drinking and around how to say no. It is possible to say no. And it is possible to have fun in life without alcohol. I can tell you that. I can tell you that wholeheartedly. And just to actually know that, just to know that I am capable of laughing, having fun, interacting with people socially, without alcohol, that's really all I needed to know. Once I confirmed that to myself after, like, I'd say 3 or 4 weeks of sobriety, I started to feel that switch. I started to get out of that fog and actually start to, see life more brightly, more enthusiastically, more optimistically. Once that happened, I realized, holy shit, okay, now it really is up to me. I am going to be presented with opportunities to drink. It's going to be up to me to say yes or no. So anyway, those are my thoughts and my thoughts alone. It's going to be a mission to be working full-time and to try and get this place ready for rent. It does need a little bit of, needs a couple of patches painted. The garden needs a real fix-up. I mean, it's nothing crazy. It's just some manual labour, and I'm quite prepared to do that. Tomorrow I've got a shift from 10 till 2. I might come over here in the morning, I might not. I probably won't, but after I finish work at 2 o'clock, I'll put the headset down, I'll shut the computer down, and we'll come over here and get cracking. So, thank you one and all. Thank you one and all for coming on this journey with me. It is nowhere near over, but being that there are 365 days in a year, and this is day 50, let's say it's day 52. 52 times 7 is 364? So we're almost, I would say, we are almost a seventh of the way through my 365 day experiment. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.